Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really powerful, highly practical toolkit. We're pulling directly from dating and relationship expert Marnie's comprehensive guide on how to initiate genuine discussions. If you've ever struggled to figure out exactly what to say to start a conversation with a woman you find attractive, well, you're absolutely in the right place. We're going to look at 7 distinct conversational openers, break down exactly how they work, and most importantly, figure out why they're so effective. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll tackle the approach dilemma. Then, low-pressure icebreakers, engaging her curiosity, the bold approach, and finally, moving beyond the opener. Let's jump right into Section 1, the approach dilemma. This is all about why we freeze up and how to fix it. Moving to Section 2, low-pressure icebreakers. Let's look at 3 super simple tools. Okay, so touching on that approach dilemma for a second. We've literally all been there. You see someone, your brain goes into overdrive, you overthink it, and you freeze, right? Simply because you don't have a line ready to go. The goal here is just to pick a tool from the toolbox and use it. Tool number 1 in our low-pressure category is the disarming question. The source defines this as the absolute most basic icebreaker possible. It's just a casual question you ask to get the ball rolling, something anyone can answer without even thinking about it. Like, if you're at a networking event, it could just be, hey, do you know where the restroom is? Or where's the bar? It requires zero heavy lifting from the other person. Let's see how this plays out in the real world. Imagine you're walking down the street and you spot someone you'd like to talk to. You simply walk up and deliver this exact line. Hey, excuse me, do you know where the nearest Starbucks is? See? It's completely natural. It's a question literally anyone could ask without raising any red flags or creating awkward tension. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people completely drop the ball. The transition. The source emphasizes something called the segue bridge. Because think about it, you can't just ask for directions to Starbucks, get your answer, say thanks, and walk away. You have to pivot. Step 1, ask the question. Step 2, she answers. Step 3, the bridge. You say, thanks. Where are you from, by the way? She says, oh, I'm from Toronto. You reply, nice, I'm from Texas. I'm John, by the way. Nice to meet you. Bam. Just like that, you've seamlessly transitioned from asking for directions to a genuine introduction. All right, let's look at tool number 2, the prop-based opener. Again, no quick wit or cleverness required here. You simply notice an object, maybe something she's holding, something she's wearing, or literally just a prop in your shared environment, and you make a straightforward comment about it. Picture this. You're standing in an art gallery right next to someone you want to talk to. You just say, loud enough for her to hear, wow, that painting is amazing. The source points out that if she agrees and says, yeah, it is, well, there's your golden opportunity. You just turn and drop your bridge. I'm John, by the way. Are you a big art fan? You observe, you comment, and you perfectly tee up your introduction. Our third low-pressure tool is the situational opener. It's really similar to the prop-based approach, but instead of focusing on a specific physical object, you're relying on the environment as a whole. It lets you bond over an immediate, observable event happening around both of you right in that very moment. The source gives this fantastic example. Say you're at a bar, and there's this incredibly loud rock band playing. You just lean over and say, have you heard these guys play before? It's a bit loud in here, isn't it? All you gotta do is be observant and speak up about the shared experience. The second they agree with you, you use your bridge. I'm John, by the way. Do you come out to see live music often? Okay, Section 3, engaging her curiosity. Let's look at how to really pull her into the conversation. Tool number 4 is the opinion opener. The source highlights this as a total classic. Why? Well, because human beings naturally love giving advice. By asking for her perspective on a specific topic, you're instantly validating her and making her an active participant right off the bat. Visualize being in a clothing store. You hold up a really loud or kind of crazy shirt and deliver this playful line. Hey, can I get your honest opinion? Would I look weird in this shirt? Or, hey, you could even spray 2 different colognes on your wrists and ask which one smells better. Once she gives her advice, you bridge the gap. I really appreciate the help. I'm John. What brings you to the mall today? Boom, you're in a natural conversation. This leads us nicely to our 5th tool, the cold read. Now, a cold read is basically a guessing game that grabs immediate attention. You make an observation about her personality, her background, or her mood. But the source gives a really crucial warning here. Keep your statements general. If you get overly specific, it can definitely come across as a bit creepy. So, deliver this line as if you just walked up to someone at the gym. You don't look like you're from this neighborhood. By making a guess like that, you were practically forcing a response. She's either going to confirm your guess or she's going to correct you. Either way, you've got her hooked. You just smile and bridge with, I knew it. I'm John, by the way. What neighborhood are you actually from? It's really important to understand why this works so well. The source explains this method is essentially magic for 3 reasons. Number 1, it stands out. Hardly anyone opens with a cold read. Number 2, it feels highly personalized, which definitely grabs attention. And number 3, it sparks instant curiosity. She literally can't help but wonder what exactly it is about her that made you think that.
Moving right along to section 4, the bold approach. These are direct and incredibly confident.
These final 2 tools require some serious confidence, but the source notes the rewards are incredible because they almost entirely remove social awkwardness. Tool number 6 is the social opener. This one is brilliant for parties, bars, networking events, you name it. It automatically positions you as a popular, highly social guy who just naturally meets everyone in the room. By confidently walking up, extending your hand, and simply stating, "Hey, I don't think I've met you. My name is John," you accomplish a ton in just a few words. It subcommunicates that you've already met everyone else, and it officially signals that, hey, an interaction is starting. From there, immediately bridge into a situational comment. "So how do you know the host of this party?" It completely sweeps away any awkward tension. And we're wrapping up the toolbox with tool number 7, the direct opener. The source calls this perhaps the best opening line of all time, honestly, just because it exudes such courageous intent. It's a confident, completely straightforward statement of romantic interest that leaves absolute zero room for confusion. "Hey, I know this is completely random, but I think you're really cute, and I wanted to meet you." To pull off a line this bold, the source emphasizes your delivery has to be flawless. You gotta fully commit. That means a strong, projected voice, open body language, and a genuine smile. You're addressing the elephant in the room by saying, "This is random," while stating exactly what you want. When she smiles and says thank you, bridge smoothly. "I'm John. Are you having a good night so far?" This really illustrates the underlying psychology of the direct approach. When you use a friendly frame, she's standing there wondering, okay, why is this guy talking to me? What does he want? Which, let's be honest, carries a massive risk of landing you straight in the friend zone. But by establishing a romantic frame immediately with a direct opener, you're stating your clear intent. You're taking ownership. You remove the awkward guessing game entirely. And honestly, even if she isn't available, she's going to respect that immense confidence. And finally, section 5, moving beyond the opener. Let's talk about what comes next. So you now have 7 completely distinct tools to break the ice. Everything from asking about Starbucks to boldly stating your intentions. But remember, the opening line is literally just step 1. The source highly recommends following up these initial techniques with deeper conversation skills. They point to resources like their banter guide to learn how to keep that playful energy alive, how to tease, and how to keep the dialogue from getting boring. But the real question to ask yourself today as we wrap up this explainer is this. Now that you have the framework and those all-important transitional bridges, are you ready to stop overthinking, step up, and confidently take the lead in your next social encounter?